What is up, everybody? Ashton here. Welcome to the Significant E.D.G.E Academy. Let's get going. Hey, so today is a great day. I've been getting a lot of questions about what the heck is the Significant E.D.G.E Academy? How did this thing get started? Where is this thing going? And you know what? I want to just get started with the very first question. What is the Significant E.D.G.E Academy? And for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Ashton Harvey. I'm so glad that you guys are here joining me today. If this is your first time, please click the subscribe button below, smash that thing, smash the like, and share with your friends. Honestly, this is the greatest channel that I've ever come up with because it's the only channel that I've ever come up with. Today I wanted to just talk to you guys just a little bit about what the heck the Significant E.D.G.E Academy is, where did it come from? And just to give you a little bit of context, I am a senior sales trainer for a global company. I actually work with their global sales development team. I basically work and train salespeople. That's my passion. That's been my passion for the past 5 years. But before I can talk about where we are today, we have to talk about where I was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I went through the whole rigmarole of actually becoming a doctor. And took the MCATs, got my references, was applying to all these schools, taking the classes. I had a couple more classes that I needed to take. I literally sat down and I thought to myself, honestly, I am about to make the biggest decision of my life. I am about to go into 8 years of additional school. And honestly, Ashton, you were fed up with school back in 6th grade. So if you're thinking you're about to go into another 8 years of school, kind of mind-boggling. The fact is, because of that decision that I made 5 years ago, I said, hey, you know what, maybe medical school is just not the right path for me. So I had to do something with my degree. And I had my degree in kinesiology. And so guess what? I started looking for sales jobs because that's all I really knew. I was a server for, like 8+ years because, I was working through college and a little bit after college while I was saving up for med school. So I had a lot of sales in restaurants, but not a lot of technical sales skills in general. I mean, honestly, try selling a peach schnapps to a group of guys. It's a very difficult sell, but if you can do it, you're a salesperson. Anyways, so let me get back to it. Basically, 5 years ago, I got my foot in the door with an amazing company. I love the company. It's really where I got my start. I started with their inside sales team, no sales background whatsoever. But the beautiful thing is I was able to grow my territory from a $500,000 failing territory to a $1.2 million territory within a 2-year period. I was literally closing deals without an area manager. I was closing deals against guys who were able to walk into the clinic. Imagine, losing out to a dude that your account has never even seen, but they choose to work with him over you, who has probably been walking into that clinic time after time after time again. Now, you all asked me, where did this Significant E.D.G.E program come from? Well, that's where it came from. Everybody was asking me, like, Ashton, how did you do this? How did you, are you willing to train the sales team at our next national sales meeting? And I'm like, I would love to train the sales team at our next meeting. And I remember I got my first taste of training at our national sales meeting 2016. I got my first taste of training, and it was glorious. I remember just being up there. I was talking about how to build strong relationships, and really, that's what sparked the whole journey around the Significant E.D.G.E. I started actually trying to figure out, what was it that I was doing that was helping me be so successful? How was I able to close deals against the competition who was able to physically go into the clinic? And so that's when I started asking all these questions, and that is how the Significant E.D.G.E came to be. What it is, it's a 4-step process to really but just winning in life and business. It's very applicable to life, and it's very applicable to business, because really, when you look at life and business, they correspond very well. And so when I created the Significant E.D.G.E Academy and the Significant E.D.G.E, actually what it started with was the Significant E.D.G.E. And the E.D.G.E was an acronym for what I thought were the 4 steps to winning in business and life. And it was evaluation, design, gather resources, and executing. And it was an acronym, E-D-G-E. And that's where the significant edge kind of came from. So where did the significance part come from? A lot of people are like, oh, it's really weird because most people are so used to success, and I mean, that's really the word that a lot of people, it's like the trigger word for a lot of people is success and all these other things, and wealth and all this stuff. Like, where did significance come from? Why did you choose significance? And the reason why was this. One, I felt like success was this thing where when I tried to chase success, I never really was able to achieve success. But it wasn't until I changed my thinking to thinking of impact, significance, like how do I make an impact in somebody else's life? When I was able to think like that, when I started thinking, I need to not just think about me. I should not just think about my money, my success, my travels, all these other things. When I started thinking about their needs, their values, their wants, right? How do I help them accomplish whatever they want to accomplish? That is when everything changed for me. And so that's why I thought instead of calling it the success edge or whatever, I was like, the significant edge is what I feel like we're trying to accomplish here. How do you achieve significance? How do you achieve not only success, but beyond success, that significance level, that impact level, that influence level? And so that's where the significant edge really came from. So now that I've gotten you all caught up on this, let's talk about what edge really means and how you can apply it into your business. And I know that I talk about business being the main point of what the significant edge is designed for. You can definitely use everything that you learn in the significant edge to apply to your life. I feel like when I created the Significant Edge Academy and the Significant Edge in general, it was how to win in life and business. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I will do 4 more videos. I'm going to do 4 more videos talking about the E, the D, the G, and the E, and actually go into more depth on each one. But I want to do a superficial, like a 10,000 high viewpoint of what the significant edge is, right? And so today, you guys, I'm going to share with you what E, D, G, and E stand for, and just kind of how you can apply it into your life moving forward, so that this video is just not some random video that you just kind of stumbled upon, and I want you to walk away with something good. All right, so to bring up our first letter, I like to start it off with a story. Starting a business or getting started in sales is kind of like a cruise ship. And this cruise ship is trying to go from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, all the way to the Caribbean, okay? Now, the fact is, that's the destination. That's the ultimate goal. We're going from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to the Caribbean island, whatever Caribbean island. Now, let's say I started the engines and I turned on the boat and started the engines and then just let it go. No captain, no crew, nothing. Just let the ship go. What are the odds of that ship actually making it to the Caribbean? What are the odds of it getting out of the port in general? Almost 0 to none, right? Like the odds of it actually getting out of the port is 0 to none. And so the first thing that you want to start with before you even move forward is you want to evaluate. The first letter of the Significant Edge program is evaluate. Where the heck are you? Where the heck are you going? And how are we going to get there? What are the steps in between there, where you are to where you want to get to, right? And a lot of times people don't have that. People would rather die than think about, where they're at. I mean, in all honesty, a lot of people that I talk to are not in a good place. For me, it's the hardest aspect because you have to be looking at yourself. You have to see yourself without all the rose-colored glasses that you like to put on yourself. You actually have to put your ego aside and actually truly see who you are, and who you are, what your values are, who do you hang out with, all these different things. You got to evaluate them. And I don't even mean it in terms of like if you're in sales, how's my territory doing? Like, no, you need to figure out every aspect of your life: financial, personal, spiritual, mental, like all these different areas of your life. You need to figure it out. And so that's the first step. So before you even start on any journey, you need to figure out where you are and where you want to go. Because if I asked you the question, what does success mean for you? What's the answer? People think that success is like money and travel and all other stuff. I'm like, It could be. It could also just be having a great family. It could also just be being a great father. It could also mean, making millions of dollars. It could mean so many things to so many different people. So when I ask the question, what does it mean to be successful to you? You should be able to tell me what that means. And if not, you need to evaluate what that means. What the heck does success mean? What's the end goal? And on top of that, where are you right now? That's the first step, is you always want to evaluate. Figure out where you are and where you want to go. Next step, I love it because not only do we need to figure out who we are and where we want to go and who we want to become, we also need to design a plan. Every single house that's ever built in the United States started with one thing, a blueprint, right? Where are all the electrical going? Where is the foundation going to be built? How's the foundation going to be set out? That is D. You need to design a plan. So in business, that's called a business plan. In life, that's just called setting goals. Setting small, smart goals. Still in business, you need to make sure you create a business plan. You know exactly what you're gonna do to create a profit. And in life, the exact same way, you need to know what you need to do to be successful, to achieve your goals, whatever that is, okay? So that's D, that's design a plan. Now the third letter is G. This is the one that most people have a tough time with. I don't know why, but I know it was something that I had a tough time with, but it's called gathering resources. What do you have at your disposal that you can implement to help you scale your business? In fact, you can be successful by yourself. Additional fact, you'll be successful much faster with somebody else's help or other resources. That'd be, once again, capital, economic capital, personal capital, as in like relationship capital. And then also you need to find different systems and processes that already exist that you can put into your business to help your business move forward. The last one, and the one that most people fail with, is execute. Now you could understand yourself, you can have the best plan, you can have all the resources at your disposal. But if you don't execute, all of it is null and void. There's no point. There's no point in having any of that other stuff. You can have a great mindset, you can have a great positive mindset, you could have a negative mindset, it doesn't really matter. You can have any kind of mindset you want to have. You can have all the resources and all these other things that say you should be successful, but if you never execute on your strategy, on your plan, you will never be successful. And the fact is, most people procrastinate and they don't do what they're supposed to do. Why? Because they are afraid to fail. And that is the number one killer of every business, and the number one reason people have regret is because they fail to take action, because they fear failure. So that's it, you guys. I know that was a lot of information, and I'm going to delve deeper over the next couple weeks to share with you actually how you can evaluate yourself, how you can design a perfect plan, how you can start to figure out and gather all the resources, and then the best way to execute. I know that it's great to have this service level 1,000-mile high view of everything, but once you start getting down into the nitty-gritty and you actually start doing these things, that's when success and significance come like that. So I'm really glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're watching this channel. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. Once again, I'll be coming out with videos over the next 4 weeks talking about E, D, G, and E, and talking about how you can implement it into your life and also into your business. I'm really excited to share this information with you, and I'm so glad that so many of you asked me about what the heck the Significant Edge is. I'm really glad to share it all with you. Until next time, be kind, be bold, be significant. I'll see y'all next time.